Well, you talk, and we are going to start. I want to look at your specific verticals. I would like to look at a couple, like, examples of you delivering the service as well. It's always helpful to sort of make it real world. But before we do that, I did want to go into digital transformation 4.0. They're such they're such big topics, and there are people that really do understand it. But there's other people. It's just me being one of them sometimes. Sometimes it's like I get it, and then it's like I'm almost, as the conversation moves on, it starts to like go away from me. I'm like, I don't know if I'm quite with
Mm,
what's happening anymore.
yeah.
So what does 4.0 mean in layman's terms? What does 4.0 mean when you hear it?
Yeah. No, we love this conversation because for us, an organization that can be part of a story that's transforming industry is very special, rather than just talking more about product and problem. So for us, this landscape of Industry 4.0 is really an evolution of previous generations of that. So what I mean by that is when we had Industry 3.0, that was heavily around centralized control systems. Again, in industrial environments, it was really much about grab data from the edge, bring it back, make a decision, and then push decision making out. Industry 4.0 is changing that landscape. And for us, we have very different levels of conversation with our customers about where they're at in that preparedness for digital transformation. So Industry 4.0 for us and the alignment to our technologies is fantastic, is perfect. Where Industry 4.0 plays a lot of strength is now we start seeing more decentralized controls. So we start seeing more and more assets at the edge, having the ability to have insights, gaining insights and intelligence of what's happening at those extreme edges, and really making decisions at that point as well, not having to send everything back to a centralized location to make those decisions and make those calculations. So Industry 4.0 for us is a plethora of areas of focus, connectivity being one of those, machine learning being another, cybersecurity, the expansion of the Internet of Things and sensors, and what's that doing to radically transform what would previously be a lot of labor-intensive maintenance or inspection, and all that in between. Now, from our experience, this is not at a maturity point yet. No one has got the entire Industry 4.0 story completely solved. And we're firm believers that this is going to take more than one manufacturer or more than one party. It's an ecosystem of partners working together to really help those end users with how we're going to build out the Industry 4.0 story over the next 5, 10, 15 years. And within that, we've got emerging verticals. So renewable sector, as we know here in our region, is gaining more and more momentum. How does that translate with more decentralized assets and monitoring and getting those insights back in? So for us, it's always nice to have a great technology partnership with the global vendors we represent and our local vendors we represent. Having a narrative that's part of a industry movement is fantastic.